Hey everyone, welcome to another build in the Scale Auto Garage. I got this kit as a win in a contest I did several years ago, and is definitely not something I would normally build, but I love the curves and the flat areas of the car and thought it would be a perfect opportunity to see just what Kaleido paints can do for us. This 40 Ford would look pretty good as a hot rod in black, and black is one of the hardest colors to get a great finish as it shows every little scratch and imperfection. Let's see what results we can achieve. Since black is so unforgiving, there is a need to be sure all of our bodywork is done to exceptional standards. I will build this one as a curbside. I believe I have use for that old Ford engine in something else, and this is an exercise in body paint anyway. Not going to use the bumpers in the kit, so these access points for them will have to be filled in. Using a bit of the kit sprue, they can be filled in and sanded down nicely using the same styrene as the kit is made in. While the putty is drying, the panel lines can be scribed deeper. As black will be used, I want to be sure the panel lines aren't lost in the paint. I will not be using any of the door handles or other body attachments, so they will all need to be smoothed out as well. The entire body is given a good sanding to ensure there are no imperfections and panel lines are flush. Gaahleri has sent me the Mobius TG to try out, and I've been getting some very good use out of the 0.5 needle, which I have not had a lot of previous experience with. You can check the link provided to see what Gaahleri has to offer and use the coupon code on Amazon to get yourself a decent discount. Thank you, Gaahleri, for providing me with these tools. To start off, I will cover the body in black primer to see if there are any big imperfections in the bodywork. This part is essential if you're going to want a decent gloss finish on the bodywork. Afterward, the body is covered in Kaleido Gloss Black. Several layers of the black are applied to give it a decent shine. Once the black has been given a day to dry and any dust is sanded out using 3000 grit wet sandpaper, it's time to apply the gloss varnish. On this build, 4 layers of varnish are applied, starting with a light coat to help give it a base, and then slightly heavier coats applied progressively. The results did have a little orange peel in the paint, but I'm fairly certain that this is due to my inexperience with painting gloss coats. I am far too used to using a spray can for gloss coats and have been able to get a decent looking final layer using Mr. Hobby Super Clear in the past. Still, I think we can get this one to really shine by sanding and polishing. Going through the grits from 3000 up to 10,000 gives a very nice surface for the polish to do its thing. Meguiar's cut and polish compounds are used to really bring out the shine. Care is really needed with the black to ensure there are little to no scratches in the paint. Black is one of the hardest colors to use as it reflects everything, and you can very easily see when it is not sanded out enough. The gloss can be a little softer even after a week of dry time, so be careful not to cut through the clear and into the paint. This car would have a lot of chrome on it, and to replicate that, I will use some bare metal foil. The trim along the side of the car is done using bare metal foil, and so are all the windows surrounds around the car. A tedious task, yet can end up looking spectacular if you take your time. Once all the chrome is done and the windows installed, it's time to finish off the body with the additional chrome parts like headlights, tail lights, and the mirrors. For the interior, I went with a simple black and white motif, using the Kaleido Cool White over the primer and then the matte black primer as an accent color gives a decent look of vinyl to the inside pieces. Assembly is pretty straightforward and gives a very decent looking interior. Since I'm going curbside on this one, there is little need to put much into the chassis. I did want a lower looking stance to the car, so I glued the front suspension to the top of the chassis, and since the engine is not there, this cheat was pretty easy to do. Just making sure the wheel hub was centered in the wheel well was the only challenge. Bright red is used on the wheels, providing a very nice contrast to the black body and the white wall tires that are provided with this kit. I've always liked how monogram kits assemble. It's like a puzzle as to how all the parts fit together, and usually they are very interestingly designed. This one is no exception. After some wrangling, the interior, floor pan, and chassis are all brought together, finishing off this subtle 40 Ford hot rod. Thank you for watching this video. If you are interested in any of the Gaahleri or Kaleido products, links are provided below with coupon codes so you can take advantage of their discounts. Allison, thank you again for the coffee. I appreciate you keeping my addictions alive. And thank you for watching this video. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more builds in the Scale Auto Garage, and hit the bell notification so you're notified when new builds are uploading. Keep building, friends, and we'll see you next time.